Hi, this is Steve. My goal is to go ahead and show you how to go about installing one of our 5-piece combos over a large size window. This particular window is an oversized window, so we chose our Nova combo. I'm going to show you how to go about measuring the size of the windows and making sure that the right combo goes on the right window. The first measurement that you always need to take is just simply the width of the window. This particular window width is 119 inches. The second measurement that you have to have is from the floor to the top of your window. This window is 95 inches height, which is very standard. The second measurement is called a measurement B. This is the vertical space from the top of the window to the ceiling. In this particular window ceiling height we have, it's a cathedral ceiling, so we are going to only take the lowest part of the cathedral ceiling. That will provide us the straight line. The space above this window is around 24 inches, which is plenty of space for what we're trying to do. Your fourth measurement, which is your measurement D, is the measurement that is from the side of the window to the nearest wall. This one happens to be 38 inches. Your last measurement is your measurement E, which is the horizontal space from the side of the window to the nearest wall. This measurement happens to be the same as measurement D, which means that the window is placed perfectly in the center of the wall. This here is one of our large scrolls that's called large Venetian. This usually comes with our larger packages. These particular type of scrolls require a certain number of measurements or minimum requirements in order for them to be installed properly. There are the measurements that are required is the measurement that is on the side of the window. This measurement right here is 3.5 inches. The second measurement, it's the measurements above the window. That measurement is 7 inches. Once you have met those two measurements, then you can have these be mounted in this position. If you care to go ahead and have them mounted in a higher position like this, then the maximum that we recommend is 16 inches from the top of the scroll to the top of the window. Now, once you have those two measurements figured out, then you can go ahead and position your scrolls in any position that you like, between having them be completely horizontal or just in different angles, either way, all the way up to 16 inches. So it is between 7 to 16 inches and 3.5 inches on the side is what's required for this type of scroll. This here is one of our larger holdbacks. It's called the Leo holdbacks. These holdbacks usually are around 7 inches in diameter. And the center of them being 3.5 inch is what you have to have in order to mount these. Meaning that you have to have 3.5 inches from the side of the window in order for these to get mounted. If there is a wall here and it's less than 3.5 inches in between, you will not be able to use this. You will have to downsize. And the rule of thumb on these is the same rule of thumb that applies to our scrolls, which is the 3.5 inches that you have to have from the top. These are usually mounted around 48 inches from floor up. So this is one of our larger crowns. It's called a Nova crown. It's quite exquisite, as you can see. And these are usually around 12 inches in the height. That's how they are. They're usually around 12 inches on the height and approximately around 34 inches on the width. They work really great for big windows. The minimum requirements to put these up is only 7 inches. This is the same 7 inches that you have to have when you're installing the scrolls. As long as you meet the 7, you're good to go, and you can go as high as 16 inches. So this is what they would look like. This would be if you had it in the center of the window at 7 inches high, and this is what it could look like when it's up 16 inches high. For those of you who are interested in also putting a sheer or a draw drape like what I have here and combined with our one of our combos, the first step is for you to measure from the floor to the top of the window and then add 3 inches. This is where your rod will be installed for your draw drapes or your shears. So this window is 94 inches height. We mounted the bracket 3 inches above that, which is at 97. Now this also will fall under our scrolls because our scrolls have a 3.5 inch minimum requirement above the window. This will allow the drapes to be under our scrolls and valances, and you will not have to deal with any of light on the sides or above peeking through. So as you can see behind me, we have went ahead and placed the scrolls in their upright position, which is the maximum of 16 inches high. However, we did have a cathedral ceiling here, and so the goal was to go ahead and follow the ceiling architect. For this reason, I have went ahead and moved the crown up a bit higher. This will allow the swags to peak up and follow the ceiling line. We'll go ahead and put this up, and this is something that you can practice because we were not limited by our 16-inch maximum height.